Hey y'all! If you are a returning experiencer, welcome back. If this is your first experience, welcome. My name is Hathor, and this is my channel, The Hathor Experience. This is a lifestyle slash variety channel, so I'm going to be giving you a little bit of this and a little bit of that and everything in between. So if you can pick up what I'm putting down, go ahead and like this video, comment, holla at your girl, share this video with anybody that you feel would benefit from this information. Subscribe to this channel because there is more to experience. And go ahead and hit the notification bell while you're at it so that you will be notified the next time that I post a video. So let's get into it. You've seen the title, What is Stress? Stress occurs when you perceive that your outside responsibilities and demands outweigh your ability to perform them. Basically, feeling overwhelmed. We all have different kinds of responsibilities and different kinds of demands that would make us experience stress, but we've all experienced it at one point or other in our lives. So, April is Stress Awareness Month. And for this entire month, I am going to be launching my new virtual stress management class called Feel, Reveal, and Heal Stress Management Class to help you find and build healthy, holistic habits to cope with and manage your stress on a daily basis, both personally as well as professionally. So, why stress management? I'm glad you asked. What inspired me to make this class was actually my mother. I love, love, love my mom. I'm like Bobby Boucher. I love mama. I love my mom. And some years back, she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, a disease that just completely devastated her health and devastated her body. And there was just so much confusion because it seemed like it just happened at once. One day she was healthy and her normal self, and the next day it was like, boom, she was just knocked down. And when I asked doctors, well, what's going on? What causes this? Where did this come from? There weren't any answers to my whys. And when it's your loved one's life and health on the line, not having answers to the questions that I'm asking is unacceptable. So I took it upon myself to do research. And in my research, I found that 90% of chronic diseases are either caused or complicated by stress. Go ahead and let that marinate. Now, I'm not saying all stress is bad. Good stress and bad stress are on different sides of the same spectrum. But stress management is all about turning our stress, that overwhelm, that helplessness into strength. Okay, so let's talk about good and bad stress. When you're stressed, it can increase your strength. It can give you quicker reflexes. It can increase your energy. It can enhance your focus. Okay, and good stress is normally in life or death situations because this is something, it's a nervous reaction. It's actually something that our body does without us telling it to. Okay, so if it's a life or death situation, again, we're trying to survive. We want all these things. We need to hide. We need to be able to think on our toes. We need to run faster. We need to lift. If we are a performer, I sing and play bass. If when I'm performing, I want that stress. I want that focus so I can zone out. I want that strength so I can have that vocal stamina, right? We want these things. If we're doing sports, we want to be able to compete and we want all of these things. However, we want the stress to be released. It actually needs to be going somewhere. However, since again, our body does this as a reaction and without us telling it to, our body cannot discern whether or not we're stressed because it actually is life or death, or that we're torn up over a breakup, or that we are sick of our shitty job, or that you want your child to go to private school to get the best education that they can, but you can't afford it, right? Again, going back to those responsibilities and demands. So our brain can't tell the difference. So it just automatically turns these on. And these things that cause them may be emotional. However, oftentimes things or emotional stress rather is left to fester. We don't release it. We let it marinate and just seep into our system, seep into our cells, and it begins to break down our body and create anarchy on our body, because that autoimmune disease is basically your body attacking itself, your body being so stressed, so on edge, so frazzled from burning the candle on both ends for so long that you burn out. Now, there weren't many resources out there to show these connections, and I felt compelled to do so because I know that I'm not the only person who has a loved one that's experiencing this. I know I'm not the only person who has stress. Stress is universal. Children have stress, they have responsibilities and demands that they can't meet and they get overwhelmed. Seniors do the same, and everyone in between. So we all experience stress. There's absolutely no cure all for stress. It's not just going to go away. However, if we had access to resources where we were able to build healthy and holistic habits to help us manage and cope with our stress on a daily basis, the world would be a better place. I'm telling you that it's possible that most of the diseases that we experience are caused by stress. And if we took preventative measures to learn how to holistically care for ourselves and our stress levels, we could bypass all of these diseases that happen from lack of resources. And it's not our fault. It's not your fault. Stress is actually inherited. So, where in a previous video, I've said that there are some habitual rituals that cause us to do the same things that we do over and over again, it has been clinically proven that trauma and stress can be passed on from generation to generation. And that trauma and stress, when it's passed on, we also pass on those unhealthy means of coping as well as those triggers. So it's so deep. It's so deep. And I get so excited about this. So whew, I digress. So just thinking about all of this makes you question, well, why do we need stress awareness? I'm glad you asked. So, obviously, I've already told you that stress can be harmful physically, psychologically, behaviorally, and socially. Think of all of the diagnosed diseases that we have, as well as the undiagnosed diseases that we have. Stress actually affects your brain. Again, remember I said that your brain can't tell the difference whether or not you're in danger or you're just having a crappy day. And if you don't acknowledge that stress, if you don't do something about that stress, it's left to fester in your body. So again, stress affects the size of your brain and how it functions. It affects your ability to learn, your ability to control your emotions, your concentration, your decision making, and your memories. So these things aren't just physical. Think of all the disorders that we have. Keeping in mind that disorder is just another form of anarchy, as I explained earlier when I was talking about autoimmune diseases and them attacking your body, it's a disorder. It's disorder in your body and mind. And some of these disorders are bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, obesity. Alzheimer's affects your memory. Social anxiety affects how you're able to interact and respond to others. ADHD is all about hyperactivity. Remember, being stressed, and that affects your ability to learn. This is deep. And again, these things are hereditary and can be passed down. What if there was a way? What if somehow we were able to build awareness and share ways that people could manage this stress? Because again, there's no cure all, but you can find a way to turn your stress and into strength. And that is what my stress management class, Feel, Reveal, and Heal, is all about. Okay, now this is a judgment-free zone. We're going to talk about all kinds of stress, all kinds of stressors, all kinds of ways that we cope with stress that's not necessarily healthy, as well as solutions and providing resources for you to, again, manage that stress. And if you need professional help, hey, I hope my stress management class at least provokes thought, inspires you to get out there and find the help that you need, because it's time that we start taking our mental health more seriously and realizing that as above, so below. What starts as mental health soon becomes physical health. And then it seeps into the way that you behave because you're under stress. And it seeps into the way you are socially because of how you feel. Again, all of the things that stress does to our brain, not thinking clearly and all of this stuff, there has to be a change. We have to break the cycle, and I'm here to give you the tools to do that. So feel, this is all about acknowledging your feelings. How often do you suppress how you feel, what you think? How often are you able to talk to someone who will listen to what you need? Next is reveal. Once you've acknowledged how you feel, what if those feelings reveal to you? Not underestimating the power of a gut feeling, because remembering that our gut is our second brain and it does communicate to us if we're willing to listen. So once you've taken the time to acknowledge and to feel, take the time to reveal and to listen to and to see if anything was brought into your consciousness that you may have been unaware of. Maybe there's a reason as to why you're stressed or why you're acting the way you are. And finally, healing, providing solutions. I'm not just going to send you out into the world like, hey, man, you really screwed up. Good luck out there. Take care. No, solutions. We need solutions. And that's what healing is all about. And remembering that we can't change our relationship with stress overnight because it's in our very DNA. But we can do it incrementally. We can do it consistently. And that's all I want. Who am I? I'm no expert. I'm no guru. I'm just Hathor. And this is my experience. And this is my YouTube channel, The Hathor Experience. Get ready, get ready. April is Stress Awareness Month. There will be more Feel, Reveal, and Heal stress management class to come. So go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, and remember that you can turn stress into strength. Until next time, peace.